We all have this friend who appears to be very wise and intelligent anytime we have a problem and we go to them for solutions. They're able to give us the best solutions, and so we consider them wise. Interestingly, when this same person finds him or herself in a similar or same situations, they are not able to apply the once intelligent and wise answers they gave us to their situations. It will shock you to know that sometimes the way they act, we see it as unwise, and we are wondering, why can't they apply the same intelligent answers they gave us to their solution? This is called Solomon's paradox. Today on the Thought Tank, we are going to delve into the concept of what? Solomon's paradox. If you are new to this channel, feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe to this channel as we'll be doing more of this. What is Solomon's paradox? Named after King Solomon, who is considered as a wise king, Solomon's paradox refers to a situation where people appear to be wise when giving advice to individuals, but appear unwise when applying the same advice to themselves. Why is this so? Today, we are going to discuss 3 mechanisms that underline this condition. The first one is psychological distance. Here, we realize that there is lack of objectivity in the solutions or the answers people give to their own problems. They would rather rely on a subjective opinion, which is not going to be the best. But in your case, they are going to be very objective and give it the best of answer. The second mechanism we are going to talk about is the emotional and the ego threat. This is the underlying concept which is grounded on fear. People are afraid of the kind of answers they are going to give to themselves. And so, instead of relying on the prefrontal cortex, which will give them rational solutions, they will rather rely on the amygdala, which processes emotions. And so, you would realize that majority of the answers they are giving to themselves is guided by emotions and not the prefrontal cortex, which will give them a rational answer. The third mechanism we'll talk about is personal investment. When an individual is faced with a challenge, they sometimes dissociate themselves with it. The reason is that they fear that if they commit themselves to any course of action and the consequence is bad, they are going to blame themselves. However, when they are giving that same answer to someone, they now feel that whatever you do with the answer, if it comes with a negative consequence, you can't blame them. So they will go all out and suggest all the options that you might be able to use for your problem. And the thought is that if you go and then use what I have told you and there's a consequence, you can't hold me accountable. But the psychological fear is that when it is my own issue and I'm not able to fix the right solution to it, it is going to cause me problems. And so these 3 mechanisms are what underlines what we call the Solomon's paradox. If you find this interesting, kindly share to others for them to also know. Subscribe and like to all the posts here, and I promise you there are more to come soon.